Good morning, everybody. Hoping everyone's having a lovely day. We got a little snow here in Virginia last night. Not too unusual for this time of year, but for us to get snow, it's kind of a big deal because we don't get a whole lot. I am dressed in my Dr. Zhivago inspired fur, vintage fur, mob wife's era, as they say. I'm going to go take a look at Gay Gardens and check it out, make sure everything's okay, and let's see what we can find in the snow together. Come along with me and let's have some fun. So I've decided to start my video at the end of the driveway instead of the house like I normally do. It is about 32 degrees today here in Virginia. A bit overcast, as you can see. So I think it's supposed to get a little sunnier today, so that means probably most of the snow is going to melt. As most of you who are from the Eastern Seaboard or from this part of Virginia know, we don't really get a lot of snow. We have a lot of rivers near us, and we're right on the Chesapeake Bay. So a lot of things kind of skip us. By the time it gets here, it's pretty much lost a lot of steam, unless it comes from the south. That's when we get the most snow. This storm really didn't come from the south, so we didn't get as much. But it's still pretty, nonetheless, for a snow day. So let me just turn it around. I'm going to show you what the view is from the beginning of the driveway. Just a little dusting. Probably got in some areas 2 inches. Here, because we're so close to the river, the river from Gay Gardens as the crow flies is probably about 1.5 miles, so not too bad. So let's see what's been going on. Not a whole lot, I have to say. Unfortunately, the weather here has been really wet. We've had the wettest December, I think, in the record books, which unfortunately has caused some problems with roof work. So the contractor, in order to start the roof, we need to get the chimneys rebuilt. And when I get a little closer, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So now, at some point, right here, right where you see the gate, there will be an actual gate put up for security reasons. There's my van there at the end of the driveway. Okay. But anyway, so you can see, not a whole lot's been going on. So if you look at the tops of the chimneys, you'll see that they're kind of a little broken up. It's a little hard to see. Maybe if we go to the other one. So for the contractor to do the roof, we have to do the chimneys first. Because unfortunately, with them ripping up the old roof and everything, it's going to disturb the chimneys even more and cause them to further deteriorate, which is not a good thing. So we need to get them repointed. So what they're going to do is they're actually going to take the chimneys down and then rebuild them and replace any bricks that are badly damaged. Let's just see what else is going on. All right. And here's the front porch. Well, the contractors have actually removed a lot of the decking. So as you can see, we actually now can see what we're dealing with. A lot of some termite issues, some wood rot, but nothing too unexpected for the age of this house. You can see that one joist is pretty bad. And you can see at some point over the years, people have just sistered them and kind of put things against them. So a lot of this is going to be rebuilt, but some of this is okay. And then if we go up, you can see the roof. You can see this is the one area that was really bad. That's all leaking, so that will all this will be replaced. All of this will be replaced. Make nice and new. And of course, these lovely columns are actually in very good condition. So those will all be saved. The siding's in really good shape. Those will be saved. The storm windows are pretty good. Those will be cleaned up real good. I'm pretty sure Michael is going to take a crowbar to that screen door when next time he's out, because he does not like it, and I don't blame him. It doesn't really fit the house. They actually do make really nice wooden storm doors now that are more appropriate for houses of this age. You can see this temporary situation here just so we can use the front door. Oh, and here comes the rain. Let's see, what else can we find when we're out here? So here are some of the items from the front porch. And they're just sitting here. They'll be leaving at some point. A snow shovel. Don't really need that today. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Be interesting to see. I think this is forsythia. Be pretty in the spring when that starts to bloom. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's forsythia, though. It could be lilac. Just so quiet here. Are you really hear the birds in the background? Probably looking for food. So it's a better shot of some of the upstairs. So here, all this is going to be rebuilt. So this soffit here, as you can see, is pretty damaged. So that is one of the main things that the contractor is going to be working on. But since it's been so wet here, the ground is just squishy. And they have to bring in a big machine, like a crane, to get up that high for the pointer to redo the chimneys. So of course, we've been waiting on that. Oh, security light came on. It knows I'm here. There's the barn. All the way in the back. Let's see. And there's dumpster 2. I'm sure we'll need a few more once we get this house cleaned out. So since the auctioneer is going to be coming out, I'm going to actually look in this outbuilding to see if there's anything in here you could potentially use. So we haven't really gone through this building yet. So as many of you probably know, or if you're new here, this was the smokehouse. And what they would do in these old smokehouses, let me just step in here real quick, is they would actually build a fire or a smoldering fire in the middle of the floor. And then up here, they would actually hang meat and smoke it. This is, of course, before modern refrigeration was really in use. This is how they would have preserved meat. They also would have, at one time, and it might still be in here, hidden, there would have been a big wooden trough that was carved out of like an old log, and it would have been full of like a natron salt mixture, and they would have actually salted the meat and cured it. If any of you are familiar with country ham, that is what country ham is. It's just salted ham, and it was very popular way to preserve ham. And they would kind of rinse it off and, get some of the salt off of it, but it is still very salty. But this is basically what they would have used before refrigeration to preserve their meats. I mean, my great-grandmother used hers up until, I think, the 1970s. So now it looks like at some point this roof has been replaced, which is not surprising. Looks like a lot of it's been replaced. So, but there is a lot of stuff in here. Oh boy. Everywhere you go. Well, that actually might come in handy, that little trimmer, if we've got all the pieces for it. Croquet, remember that, playing that as a kid. Box of probably more dollies, but I'll go through there, but I don't know if there's going to be much salvageable in there, unfortunately, since it's been here so long. Let's see what's behind the tarp. Just some random wood pieces. Okay, there's a brand new mailbox. That's kind of convenient. Some barbecue. Some ice skates. Not that we get that much snow here, or ice. It's a nice little cross beam. Piece, some horseshoes. I mean, there's quite a bit out here that I think I could probably surprisingly take. Some vintage pressed glass. Adirondack frames. Looks like a pear. It's always nice. Cooking things, I'm sure. Those are old sewing machine drawers for a treadle machine. Just some odds and ends. And then this is kind of cool. It's hard to see, but this is probably the original wooden cook stove for when this house was probably first built, or not too far after. So I don't know if they'll be able to take that or sell it, but I won't be leaving. And then a more modern appliance, this old fridge, which we'll be leaving, of course. And God only knows what's in some of those boxes. Let's see. Verizon wireless, probably a modem. Just plastic bags. Oops. I don't know what that is, but it will not stay up. Oh, bless it. More mouse nest. That's always fun. There's some enameled cast iron from that's from the 40s. Some old tin things. There's a gollywog. That's actually kind of cool. I have to look that up. I like that. And a lot of milk jugs. My grandmother used to keep milk jugs. Never understood why. It's just a old box. So definitely a lot of trash. Oh, there's a piece of cast iron. Good size. My aunt still makes cakes in one like that. So definitely a lot to see out here. We'll have to definitely go through this room pretty carefully. There might be something wonderful hiding. All right, let's go look in one of the other outbuildings while we're here. Now, this little shed fell down, unfortunately, and it will be taken down the rest of the way. It is not safe. It's actually leaning a lot more than it was the other time we were. We've had a lot of wind and rain, so I'm not surprised. But there are things in here I think that could be, again, salvaged. Definitely those galvanized tubs and, you know, maybe a few other things. Some of these jars. Maybe this, I don't know, this workbench is kind of nice. Believe it or not. It's got a little, looks pretty sturdy. That would actually make a cool island in a kitchen. Let's see if I can come around here to the door. So what we're going to actually do with this while I'm here, a lot of the siding is actually still intact. It's a shame this little building fell down. So what the contractor is going to do is he is going to remove what he can from this structure, and we're going to save it to repair the other structures on this property that are still in better condition. So we will not be wasting anything. Okay, I'm not going to go too far in here because I don't know how sturdy things are, but it seems actually pretty sturdy, surprisingly. Oh, I definitely want to get in here and go through what I can. Definitely, she was a jug saver, boy. Probably to save fresh water in if power went out. That's the thing we do here when you're on well. Here's that workbench. Yeah, this would be a nice island. A kitchen or something. I think that's pretty cool. Old saw. I think this is a planter. I see where my foot is. A lot of old tools on the ground. Probably all rusty now. Huh. I wonder. Oh, Tupperware. This definitely was someone's workshop. See where tools were hung at one time. And yeah. So we will go through this and we will see what we can save. And obviously we will save what lumber we can to repair some of the other wooden structures on this property, because we are all about recycling. Okay, let's see. It's a chicken coop thing. So this is the little outhouse, and this is just mainly shovels and stuff in here. I'll get my guys in here and we'll get this all cleaned out. And for those who are wondering, this is a 2-seater outhouse. So there's a seat and there's a seat. They're kind of covered up at the moment, but this is a 2-seater. And then that kind of thing in the middle is actually the vent that would carry the odor up and out, like a little chimney. So this is, I think, a fun little relic of the past. I'm going to try to back up a little bit and see if I can get you a better shot of it without falling over. Yeah, nothing fancy, just a little outhouse. But, you know, those are things that, you know, were kind of needed back then. And then this was a chicken coop. I see one of the doors is open. Let me go shut that. Okay, we'll have to let the auctioneer come in here. I don't think there's anything in here that can be salvaged. All this wooden stuff definitely is probably well past its prime, unfortunately. Sure, a lot of this was from the original house, though. There's what is left of an Empire sofa right here. Those were very common in the 1870s. And you see the back of it covered in that like a brocade. And then there's that chair frame. It's actually under. It's wooden painted. Okay. Old picture frames that are just probably melting. Definitely have to take a look through there and see if there's anything worth salvaging. But not really a whole lot to see in here in Chicken Coop. But let me go ahead and get this. Check this door, make sure it's shut, stays shut, because sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. I have a cute little building, actually. Okay. Not sure to put that back. That will definitely be leaving at some point. Old car cab. This little building here, not sure what its fate's going to be yet, but there is a lot of wood in here. There's a lot of, again, old furniture and stuff that's just, unfortunately, just melting in here. But we'll go through it. We'll see what we can find. If there's anything good, we'll let the auctioneer take it. There's definitely this old sewing machine bases and stuff they can probably do something with. There's another one right there. Those are kind of cool. Again, more old lumber that's actually pretty dry. And it's got the old saw marks on it, which is always a good thing. But yeah. Those chairs don't look too bad. That might be something. But this building is definitely worse for wear. Unfortunately, it's not in very good condition. Such a shame. Another old sofa that got pulled out because we were trying to get back in here and that was kind of in the way, so it just pulled out. This is going to go in the, we'll be going in the dumpster and get a new dumpster back here. All right. And I am not going to go back to the barn today because it is a little bit of a hike back there and it is too muddy. But I will be going out there soon, making a video of that. So we have no clue what is in that barn to be said. So there is a lot to see. I don't really see any animal tracks. I do see got some little moles probably digging around. See, I'm gonna have to get back there soon though. The doors have blown open from the wind we've had recently, so I'm gonna have to definitely get back there and should get those shut. Actually, I'm not going to be able to get back there today. The ground's too soft, but I will get back there at some point. I'll get those doors shut so we don't want anything getting in there or happening to it. I might have the contractor put some locks on those doors so no one can get in there. And at some point, I'd like to get back to the pond, which is just over there. Just more still. Just so lovely. And this is all going to be cleared up soon. Once the ground dries up, of course. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of tree limbs down. It's a little hard to see, but I see them. Definitely have to get in here and get those all picked up. This poor tree probably needs to be cut back a little too. And we're back. The security lights are working. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little visit to Gay Gardens today. I'm going to go home now and get warm because it is very cold. It is slowly getting colder here, so I don't want to be out too long on the roads because they're going to get slick. So if you're watching this and you're on the East Coast, hope you're safe and warm wherever you are. And I will see you guys next time. Next week will be another big week, so stay tuned. All right, bye now.
Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.